Good day, everyone. Today is going to be another video. And actually, bro, I just woke up right now. I just have this burning desire to just talk all about this right now. So, yeah, bear with me. Anyways, it's just going to be all more about myself, more about my journey, and more about how, my thought process is in this moment. In most cases, you're going to be watching this, and the plan has already been taken, has already been executed, and possibly it's not only I've already been executing on it and have executed on it, but maybe I already attained the goal. And actually, at this point, it's not maybe, bro. I just always talk in such a way that kind of fits with the society, but bro, just deep inside, I just know there's something else. Pretty much what I'm going to be talking here is reality. Again, so there's going to be, I think, reality part three, reality part four. Basically, this is just me kind of like talking with myself, talking with y'all guys, and kind of disseminating my thought processes as well as my plans. However, I don't want to say it out loud or like at the moment because again, if you tell a soul about your plans, they're less likely to be able to execute it. However, it's on your thought process again. Because when I do this, it's not that I'm trying to release dopamine and just say this plan and not execute on it. Again, I'm doing this. I know I'm going to be posting this in the next or 2 or 3 weeks from now. And at that point, whether I've done it or not, it's more of an accountability check rather than speaking it to y'all and just wanting dopamine because, all right, I'm getting like some sort of validation that, oh, this guy is kind of like working on something, taking risk on something, but I'm not really that type of person. Actually, I hate to be any sort of that kind. Like, kind of like big talker doesn't really back themselves with actions. That's why I want to make sure I back every single word that goes out of this tongue with actions. It's not just going to come out of my mouth and suddenly, "Oh, I don't feel like it. I'm not going to do it." No. So it's going to be again more on accountability. So for this month, if you actually watched the past video, I posted that I gained 3,200, I mean $3,000 in a day. Basically, what I aim there is try to pass in one day because at this point of time, it's currently the 3rd of March today, and Apex just dropped their new eval, I mean like EOD instead of like trailing, like intraday trailing type of drawdown. And actually it's what I've been waiting coming from Apex. But I'm still trying to weigh down whether I'll remain on Tradify uh select flex account or Tradify 50k EOD. There's like both, there's pros and cons. I'm like currently trying to balance them out, but I'm leaning towards on Apex. Say, bro, why? It's kind of somehow harder to get a payout from that. But if you think about it, all right. So on evals, I don't really think much about evals because I already know I'm a profitable trader. It's a, so I'm putting in my mind which is easier for me to get a payout from. In a 50k select account, if you put in your mind, all right, I just need to make 5 winning days despite any profits as long as I'm profitable and a minimum of 500 balance, I can get a payout. Actually, not 500 balance. I think 1,000 balance because the minimum profit that you can get is 500 and you can only get 50% of your balance. So if you think about it, in order just to make, in order to get a payout of 500 bucks, I just need to make $1,000 on 50k select account for the next 5 days. I mean, I need to get 5 winning days. If you go in like kind of like pessimistic mindset, but if you're actually optimistic and think about it, if you have 5 winning days and you risk 1% a day, and let's say you have 70, let's say you have 80% win rate. So out of your of your 5 days, you get 4 wins, and let's say you need 5 winning days. So let's say just get give the benefit of the doubt, get 7 wins, you get 5 losses, and let's say all of those are consistent risk, which is 1%, but majority of those trades are 1.5 or R and above. So on your 5 trades, like 5 winning trades, what you actually had was low key 7.5 R, and then you lost 2 R. So technically you're up 5.5% on that five, on all, on the span of 7 trades. So if I'm up 5.5%, if you convert that to the 50k value, you're low key up to 750. And you can get a payout of what, 1,200, I mean 1,300, something along those lines, because it's gonna be 90-10 split. So more or less, if you look at that point of view, I just made, let's just say, same thing. You made 6% on a week. That's really spectacular if you made 6% on a week, but I'm not saying that's impossible. So, particularly when you look at the perspective of trying to build a buffer. So let's say same thing, 6% here on the 50K select, you're gonna get, you're gonna get paid out 3%. It's pretty good, 1500. If you put that on the Apex evals, right? A 6%, which is 3,000, would just only give me, I think, 900 or $800 for a payout. And it's all mine. You say, bro, if you think about that, why won't you just look at the select flex? It seems easier because on Apex, it's still 5 winning days with the 50% consistency rule. But bro, at that point, consistency rule doesn't exist when it's 50%. Like, even if you make 2,000 one day, are you gonna get a payout less than 4,000 in the account? That just means you have like less than 2K. I mean, you can still get a payout, but it's less likely. Like 2,000 is actually pretty big. If you build a buffer, I think at most I should make is 1,500 because if I'm gonna ask for a payout, at least I have 3,000 balance on on that account, and hence I can get a payout by 3,000. Being up 3,000, but I can only be able to request 900 $100 in that, and 100 actually of this profit goes to me. So it's like you gotta try to balance it all. But actually, the deal breaker for me here is the fact that Apex is me spending a, almost like a fourth, bro, almost a fourth for an eval. So like when I take an eval, it's like much less, psychological pressure because all right, that's just this one is just me risking one fourth of what I could have been risking on an actual 50K select Tradify account, and that's like low key easier for the mind. Most of us thinks that all right, I just need a proof that I'm profitable, and if you already pass an account, it's a lot easier because you just prove yourself I'm profitable. I just need to keep doing what I've been doing on those evals. So if I think on the Apex, if I just pass that account and say 1 or 2 days, what I mean 1 or 2 trading days, and be on that account and just think about, all right, I'll be risking 1% consistently or over 1% on like SSS plus trades. When in the next five, in 7 trades, I win 5 out of 7 of them. And at the end of that, majority of the time, I'll be up 6%. And let's say that, bro, if I get a payout and take that out, and I still have, that 2K buffer in the account. You say, yeah, it's not that big of a payout compared on what I could have got on Tradify, but I can do the same thing, and that buffer kind of like gives me a leeway, right? But at this point, yeah, I'm still thinking about it, but I'm leading toward Apex. You will eventually know the answer by now if you watch this video. But just to cut this long story short, I'm gonna be buying an account this week. Just gonna be a 50K Apex. I'm just really focused on taking action because, like here on this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Just to actually attain success, there's steps, right? Like the step one, you need to have a definite goal. My definite goal, particularly this month, is generate an X amount of money. Particularly, I want to generate 6 figures this month. 0 to 6 figures. Is that possible? No. There's nothing such impossible in this world. As long as you have that burning desire and actually have the faith that it will happen, again, whatever this mind could conceive and believe, each shall receive. And if I think about that, I just need to have belief and faith in this mind, in myself, that I'm going to make it because I'm with God. I'm going to be able to generate 6 figures this month. And now I have the definite goal, generate 6 figures this month. Now you need to have a definite time or deadline. My deadline is this month. You say, bro, you're putting so much psychological pressure in your mind. It depends how you handle it. I'm able to give my best, see until potential suddenly just coming up because I am pressured, a good type of pressure. Hence, I'm taking this risk. And if you watch my past video, you already know how much I've already visualized this perfectly, precisely, clearly, so definite. It's just so clear, bro. I just know it. This here in this mind, I have conquered this mind, and I know I will do it. I am gonna do it. I did it. I already did it in this mind. Whatever this mind can conceive and believe, I shall receive it if I'm truly ready for it. All right. So the first step, get a definite plan. You get a definite purpose. That purpose of mine, that definite goal, that clear goal is to generate 6 figures. A definite deadline, which is this month. Third, is what am I willing to truly sacrifice in exchange for that? Because you cannot get money without having something to offer in exchange of it. So what am I ready to risk and lose in this process? First, bro, comfort. As I've mentioned in the past videos, you cannot have growth without discomfort. You need to have discomfort. Pain is a price tag in order to attain some. So what are those discomfort that I'm willing to take or sacrificing my comfort in this case? Sleep, rest that I could have taken at the moment, less focus on my academics, bro. At this point, I don't really care about my academics. Yes, I do them because it's my responsibility, but I do them as a plan B. But I don't really believe in plan Bs, but I still do it because my parents entrusted this place right here on where I'm currently at. But my parents entrusted me this dormitory and allowed me to live in this place, to be close in my school, and actually focus on my academics. But newsflash, I'm sorry, Dad and Mom, this this academics, this school, this course, this expertise of being a mechanical engineer, newsflash, bro, newsflash, I'm not. Something I'm gonna make sure before I graduate by 2028, I'm already a multimillionaire. I have cars of my name, I have numerous assets and businesses that generates me income. This right here, what you're currently watching, is just gonna be an exponential difference and generates me multiple six figures a month. And this trading right here, easily, bro, generates me seven figures a month. Mark my words, bro. I just visualize it so much. I just know it's gonna happen. I just need to put in the work day in and day out. Nonetheless, that's my responsibility. So I'm willing to sacrifice that, sacrifice my current status or appearance in front of other people because, bro, when you start, a lot of people are gonna hate you. A lot of people gonna feel cringe about your videos, particularly those people you met in the past and you've had a completely different persona, completely different mindset, completely different self. And them watching this gonna feel like, oh shit, that's not the person I used to meet back then. We do this, X and X and Y and Z, bro. He's not that guy, bro. He's being hypocrite. But newsflash, bro, this guy right here is a fully different creation. He's a different guy. And that's what I'm willing to sacrifice. My current status, my current look or appearance to other people. Because, bro, if I let this fear of judgment get in this head, I'm not gonna be able to attain any sort of success in life. You need to have the audacity. You need to be relentless. You need to believe and trust in yourself that you're going to attain whatever you have this higher sense of vision in your mind. Trust that mission, trust that vision. So, as for the fifth thing that I'm willing to sacrifice, is any sort of good current relationship with whom I have pretty close in my life. Because again, in this process, I'm going to be sacrificing my finances, some sort of current status that I'm carrying that they used to see me, and the fact that I'm going to be sacrificing my finances, I'm not going to be able to provide what I used to do because I'm going to go all in here, bro. I need to go all in here in order to actually succeed, bro. You can't half-ass trading to succeed in trading. Neither you can half-ass life in order to succeed in life. You have to go all in, bro. You're not gonna live like one foot right there to just jump with the other foot. No, you're not actually gonna go deep inside and actually attain something and learn something as you go along the way. You have to risk it all, bro. You have to risk it all. But with proper risk management and actually using some sort of your mind that exists. All right, this thing might be too much. Then do too much. But consider remind yourself if you're being too dumb with your choices. Like, bro, yeah, I'm gonna go all in here. But at that point, you're not using any sort of logic, just full emotions. Not, it doesn't work like that. That's too extreme. Neither you should be acting that way. Nonetheless, that is what I'm willing to risk. Those five things right there. My comfort. What are those comfort I'm willing to sacrifice? Sleep, academics, basically rest. My current status or like the appearance with my old friends, as well as to my, closest to me, like my family, my girlfriend. I'm willing to sacrifice those just for the meantime because I know I just need to sacrifice a little bit more. I'm just that close. I'm just that close. So that's what I'm willing to sacrifice. And what's gonna be my blueprint? That's gonna be for the next video. But actually, been talking about my blueprint for the past, but basically my blueprint just be consistent for the whole year. I'm not gonna go in depth on my blueprint because I need to have a definite plan, X, Y, Z, on how I'm gonna be dealing with everything. So as for that, I'll keep that on a different video. And actually, if you watch every single video I have, you'll be actually able to connect the dots of my blueprint from this month right here to the end of the year to the next year. Currently, just a little plug, not sponsored or affiliated by the way. For the first 2 months of the year, I've read Laws of Human Nature. It's almost a 700-page book. Psycho-cybernetics, 230 plus page book. And I'm currently working on this. I'm currently loving this book. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's insane, bro. I'm just right now going to, I think, chapter three. Yeah, something along those lines. And bro, it's just full of sauce, like super saucy. Basically, right now at this point, it's just you need to have really burning desire on something and have the faith and believe in your mind that they're gonna attain it because you have the state of mind that it's already achieved it. You're already in existence. That goal is already in existence. Kind of like with the cybernetic. But here's like I think they're pretty similar, bro. They're pretty similar, but here's just really different choice of words and actually gives it a little bit more spice. Having a burning desire, belief, and right now it's more like a mission statement. I'm gonna be doing that, and it's gonna be all for today's video. This is a pretty long video already, so yeah, I hope you learned a lot from this. It's just me talking to myself. It's not much about me teaching something or me preaching about anything. It's just really me speaking myself, and yeah. By the time you watch this thing has already been executed. I don't know the means whereby, I don't know the final outcome, but I know I'm going to be locked in on the process, focusing on improving on the process, and just be relying and focusing on my circle of influence. And my circle of influence is going to be my actions and systems on how I handle each adversity. So it's going to be all for today's video, guys. I hope you learned a lot. I just really want to say this to y'all. Pretty excited before this month ends because honestly, bro, I'm not worrying about any sort of failing because, bro, every set of failure has a seed, bro, has a seed equivalent to success. And actually, the fail itself, meaning of fail, FAIL, just means first attempt in learning. Bro, you have nothing to lose. Like in my past video, bro, I have nothing to lose. Yes, I'm gonna sacrifice something, but I have nothing to lose in this process. All just gain, bro. Everything is an opportunity for me to grow. Every single adversity is an opportunity for me to become a better person, to be closer to my goals, and be closer to the image of how God intended me to be like. I'm just literally like taking these potentials that are untapped potentials that are just here on the back of my head or just literally here in my pockets that I just can't quite get because I'm not going forward, thriving forward my dreams. It's what I'm doing right now. It's already here. I just need to literally work for it. Find it. It's actually already been found. It just needs to be trained. It just needs to be, I need to just be that type of person to inherit those type of outcomes. Right? It's gonna be all for today's video, guys. Again, it's really excited, bro, for this month. You can definitely see it in my eyes how excited I truly am. I don't know. I'm just so excited. Again, if you worry about good things, it's gonna come to. I'm really worrying about my success. Like when I get it, I already actually, guys. Like I just already know it. I'm gonna be getting it, and every single expense I'm gonna plan on buying, like actual good investments, has already been laid out. And yeah, just really waiting for it. I'm just, letting my subconscious mind give it to me and, back it up with action. It's gonna be all for today's video, guys. Hope you like this video and it's gonna be all. Peace.